Welcome! This video examines the integration of FAB and SPIN. This integration is an advanced selling technique, so you should already be familiar with both FAB and SPIN. However, we will provide a very quick review of FAB and SPIN before we discuss the integration of these two strategies. We will use an example that is color-coded and scripted to help highlight the integration of FAB and SPIN. Features will be depicted in red. Advantages, light blue. Type A benefits in light green. Type B benefits in purple. For SPIN, situational questions will not be used because they are typically counterproductive. Problem questions will be depicted in dark blue, implications questions dark green, and need payoff questions will be depicted in orange. At this point, we will provide a very brief overview of FAB. FAB is an acronym that stands for Features, F, Advantages, A, and Benefits, B. An example of a feature is a faster printing speed for a LaserJet printer. The advantage of faster printing speed is more printing output per day. The Type A benefit is less time waiting for your printouts. And if your prospect had previously expressed a desire to be more productive, then the Type B benefit is increased personal productivity. Now we provide a very brief overview of SPIN. SPIN is an acronym that stands for Situational Questions, S, Problem Questions, P, Implication Questions, I, and Need Payoff Questions, N. SPIN is an advanced selling technique, and you should have previously studied SPIN in order to fully comprehend this video lecture. An example of a situational question is, how old is your current machine? An example of a problem question based on the situation that the customer machine is old would be, is your machine producing defects? A corresponding implication question might be, do the defects result in missed due dates, which in turn impact future reorders? And a corresponding need payoff question might be, how much does the reduction in reorders decrease your annual revenue? Both FAB and SPIN are part of the presentation and information gathering portion of the sales cycle and are not part of the introductory phase of the sales cycle. For our example, we will be using a scripted telemarketing FAB and SPIN integration to highlight how FAB and SPIN can be effectively integrated. So this will be a follow-up phone call based on previous emails, previous text, and/or previous phone conversations. Telemarketers often use scripts to effectively convey their messages via the phone. Scripts are also used by salespeople with minimum sales skills for both telemarketing and face-to-face sales calls. Our specific example is a telemarketing script promoting an online MBA program. The script is provided in its entirety as an attached Word file. Of course, deviations from a script typically occur in each sales call. Thus, a script should be viewed as a guide, not an oral prison. We will now provide sentences from the script with color coding to depict a FAB and SPIN integration in detail. I will not be reading each sentence to you since they are provided on the screen. However, please pause your video as needed. As you can see, our first feature is depicted in red. Our first advantage is depicted in light blue, and our first Type B benefit is in purple. Now we present our first problem question in dark blue. As previously mentioned, we will not be using situational questions, since the type of information gathered from a situational question should have been garnered from previous emails or texts and/or previous phone calls. And as such, using situational questions at this point is a waste of time and may even alienate our prospect. We also provided several additional advantages depicted in light blue while we are asking our problem question. Please pause the video and answer this question in Canvas. The question as well as the multiple choice answers are posted below this video in Canvas. Now we present our first set of implication questions and need payoff questions that were set up by our previous problem questions as well as the FAB statements that set up that problem question. To further enhance our offering, we provide some additional features and advantages as a setup for our next set of problem questions and implication questions. You should now be able to see how integrating features, advantages, and benefits enhances the effectiveness of SPIN questions. At this point, the script introduces a few new Type A benefits that, when attached to our most recently posed problem questions and implication questions, provide a multi-pronged, high-impact need-payoff question. Please pause the video and answer this question in Canvas. The question, as well as the multiple choice answers, are posted below this video in Canvas. The script now provides us with some additional possible discussion points, along with a corresponding Type A benefit, as well as follow-up implication questions. Last, we present one more advantage and one more Type A benefit before our trial close. The trial close is depicted in brown. That concludes our FAB and SPIN integration example. Hopefully you can now understand the advantages of integrating FAB with SPIN during your presentations. However, you should also now understand that it is not an easy task. To effectively integrate FAB with SPIN in your future presentations, you must first write down all of your FAB statements and all your SPIN questions. Integrate them, practice them, and then be ready for numerous deviations that are driven by the prospect. Thank you for your attention.